Uncle Mike, we hit the record button, baby. That's what we do. What is up? What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing? Hey, check it out. We are in the hotel. You know what? Now I'm gonna play it. It's funny because we in the hotel. I'm setting up, and I said I was gonna do a test, and I'm gonna let y'all know. Uncle Mike said, look, I'm gonna let y'all know. This is our test right here. I'm doing a test. This is what my fiance did, and my sweet cousin Lin. Watch this.
Yeah,
look. Oh man. I told. Sorry, dear. See, this is a test. I'm testing it.
Wow. It's too big. Hey.
Look at this. Look at this.
Hindi pa Oh yeah.
Hey, it's too big.
Siyempre, ano to eh.
Look at this. Now watch this. Now watch this right here. Look at this. Somebody come look at this.
Okay,
somebody come look at this.
We filmed it.
Look at
We
this.
are recording.
Look. Where you sneaking off to? She's sneaking around the corner. Anyway, that's the part that tripped me out right here, the sneak part.
Recording.
She doing a sneak. Why is she sneaking? It ain't nobody in the hotel but us three, and we doing these reactions, and she's sneaking around like I don't want to be seen. So since they don't want to be seen on video, I played it for y'all. Shh, don't tell them that. Anyway, hey, this is part 2 of Jaguar. Man, Jaguar was going off. Uncle Mike was going off too. So y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. This part 2, man. I don't even know where we left off at. Here we go.
The dirty old man comes at you. Do you think that little white girl, the 25 grand a cheap girl, meant half of the stuff that she was saying to Shannon Sharp? Of course not.
Yeah. She seemed like she set him up from the jump. I don't know.
He set himself up. I'm just curious when it's finally going to get talked about that allegedly it was Kevin Hart that set the whole thing up to make sure it happened because he was pissed off that Shay let Cat Williams tell the truth on his show. Wah wah.
Come on. Hold on. They say Shaq also had a bounty out.
The story was that Shaq did it so nobody would know, allegedly, that it was little Kevin Twinkie Hart. And let's not forget his appearances at Diddy parties with remote controls and dildos on the bed. Asking Diddy why he felt so comfortable with sharing the story about him and Usher fighting in the bed over the
When all these videos of Diddy resurface, it does hit different now. When you watch like the one that's resurfacing with the award acceptance, where he's saying he calls out Cassie, Love, KK, his lawyer, and everyone. And all these old videos, it just hits different now when you watch everything that's coming out to where, man, what was going on in those rooms?
We're talking about Christina Coram,
KK.
the woman who they tried to make me a stand-in for in that fake lawsuit from Ashley Parham, because everything that they said that I did, allegedly, that's exactly what Christina Coram did.
That's the same thing I was thinking. I was like, KK is supposed to be the main chick, the right-hand woman. She's the right-hand woman. And in that lawsuit they was talking about, I was like, it seemed like KK name should have been in that lawsuit, but I don't know what the heck she over there doing, y'all. She over there doing all kinds of stuff. She gotta find something to do. That's all she gotta do. She got toilet paper in her hand. Look at it. Look. Give me, honey. What you got? What you got in your hand? She got toilet paper in her hand. She packed toilet paper. Who packs toilet paper? Here we go, y'all.
Ashley Parham, because everything that they said that I did, allegedly, that's exactly what Christina Forum did.
Wow.
I ain't even white. And there's no way I'd be riding shotgun with somebody that tried to sue Michael Jackson after he died.
Jeez.
They just make it up as they go along. They really don't care. Cassie was a young girl in New York trying to make it. I know a lot of girls that did far worse things than Cassie did do to make it. And guess what? It was a long time ago. She ain't got to explain why she did anything that she did at all to anyone. It doesn't matter.
Facts.
Like, that's the thing. None of these things matter. What matters is the harm. And how people were around watching that harm happen and helping facilitate it and helping cover it up.
Are we going to be surprised about some of the other names that may come about throughout these next few weeks?
I'm sure everyone's going to be surprised. I just don't know why.
Yeah, we keep asking.
I've been saying my RICO prayers. I get down on my knees at night before I go to bed, and I say what I call the RICO prayer. And I pray to God that everybody I want on that RICO list makes it there. Let me show you a little demonstration. Dear God, I want to thank you for all of the prayers of mine you have answered, all the guidance that you've given me. And Lord, I'm just coming to you now with a clear heart, and I'm asking that Sean Corey Carter be attached to this RICO. I am asking that his wife, Beyonce Giselle Knowles, Carter, whatever, be added to this RICO. Mary J. Blige as the procurer and cover-upper. Jennifer Lopez. Who else do I want in the RICO? Yes, Curtis Periwinkle Jackson. And who else? Oh yes, Rick Ross. Rose. Khaled. Who else? Yes, Clive Davis. And Ra's al Ghul. And Lord, if you see fit to grant my prayer, I promise you I will continue to share your love and your message and all of the mercy that you have grant. And thank you in Yeshua's name. I say
Oh man. Okay. There you go. There you go.
With a smile on my face every night, like I'm asking for a brand new car for Christmas. Sure do. Because they belong there.
She said, sure do.
They all belong there. Why is nobody talking about Mary J. Blige ratting on Kim Porter and Kathy White when Kathy White was meeting with Kim Porter allegedly to give her the evidence of the Jigga Man and his freak wife threatening her about her pregnancy, allegedly, right before she died. Allegedly, for the last year of her life, she had been going to Kim Porter looking for help and aid and protection that she wasn't getting from friends like Claudia Jordan.
Okay.
It's funny. Claudia Jordan is also very quiet. Or is she? Because see, what I think is, now that she's old and the Botox is failing,
damn,
it's starting to look like she's found her own replacement. Girl named Jackie McKinney goes Baptista Tells, who's sitting over there in New York wearing clothes that I know came out of Claudia's closet, allegedly. She started off as a tarot card reader, and now she's supposed to be a Diddy expert. I found it very funny, all right, before the trial. They did a whole podcast where 𝗟𝗓𝗡 was brought in as a Diddy expert on Claudia's podcast. Why would you need? That girl ain't got no industry background. Her husband was a third string nobody on a not. We didn't make it to the NFL team.
No, she didn't say. He was a third string nobody. How you a third string nobody? What? God, well, somebody got to play third string. The third string is the people that practice. That's the practice squad. Trust me.
Was it the Sun Devils? Busted up knee from what I hear. Potential gambling problem and a bad golfer. At least that's what I heard about Jackie McKinney, known as 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗏's husband. Since when did you become an industry anything? What do you know? You don't know anything. You have sources, that's what you say. Your sources. And I'm saying it right now. I believe, and I'll say allegedly for the record. 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗏s is a mouthpiece for Claudia Jordan, who's trying to help rewrite history and cover her ass.
Wait a minute. Is she talking about 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗏s? She talking about my buddy. Oh, come on, Jag. I didn't know that. I never put them two together. I thought she was talking, you know, Uncle Mike don't keep up with the names. Wait a minute, I gotta back up. Wait a minute. Hold up.
Known as 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗏's husband.
Wait a minute, I gotta back all the way up now.
That girl ain't got no industry background.
Wow.
Her husband was a third string nobody on a not. We didn't make it to the NFL team. Was it the Sun Devils? Busted up knee from what I hear.
Wow.
Potential gambling problem and a bad golfer. At least that's what I heard about Jackie McKinney, known as 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗏's husband. Since when did you become an industry anything? What do you know? You don't know anything. You have sources, that's what you say. Your sources. And I'm saying it right now. I believe, and I'll say allegedly for the record. 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗏s is a mouthpiece for Claudia Jordan, who's trying to help rewrite history and cover her ass.
Wow. 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗏s is up at the court building. From day one, she was there. And also, Jaguar was there. So, hey, some of these YouTube beef, they all going to the court buildings because I'm going to the court buildings and they will be bumping into each other. I don't have no beef with nobody. But at the same time, I hope they don't start nothing, don't be nothing. Here we go, y'all. That's crazy. I never put that together. Y'all know Uncle Mike crazy. Here we go.
You're pathetic. You and your little Inspector Gadget hoe got up there in a trench coat looking like she on current affairs. And she needs some rest, or she needs less time playing in the snow in her nose. Alleged. Paying people to walk up to her to act like they know who she is, so she can feel like she has some value because she's mad that when Jaguar Wright pulls up, the whole press corps shows up.
That's facts.
Tired of you hoes.
That's facts.
Tired. Why you need this nobody, this 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗏 fool, this idiot with her mouth guard and her lace front? Why do you need her to come and give you Diddy news? You were sitting on Diddy's lap, Claudia. Up up. Diddy do our boxer. You should be able to give all the Diddy news yourself. But you can't, can you? It must make you sick, having to find a stand-in in a moment that you can't be at because you stood too close to the sun and you failed. You and Jason Lee, you're on my radar. You, Jason, all of you little weirdos, you little reality TV weirdos. All YouTubers should be thrown out of that courthouse. And the truth is, if they knew the kind of dark magic that's being brewed up in there, they wouldn't want to be. Because that's why I ain't going in there. The devil's in it. I ain't going in there. I got somebody in there, but I ain't going in there.
So, let me ask you.
Everybody in there gonna be cursed except for Cassie, her family, and that baby. Everybody gonna be cursed. All of y'all. Y'all keep playing around.
I mean, Misa's already limping to the courthouse. You know, I mean, Misa's already kind of had it's taking a toll on her already. So it's.
Who cares about Misa? Misa don't care about Misa.
Damn.
They you didn't see how they all started their little fake little lawsuits all year long.
My man said, damn. I like the way he say, damn.
To the courthouse, you know, I mean, Misa's already kind of had it's taking a toll on her already, so it's.
Who cares about Misa? Misa don't care about Misa.
Damn.
You didn't see how they all started their little fake little lawsuits all year long. Distraction. What did I say on Piers Morgan? Little fires everywhere. Oh, by the way, speaking of Piers Morgan, did anybody see the hit job he was trying to do to deflect off of the jury selection, going after Kanye?
We seen that, yes, going after Kanye. And Kanye abruptly ended the interview and was demanding the respect, that saying, hey, you play my music at your weddings. You will not start off like that. And I'm glad that he had the audacity to end that, because again, it started off in a sense that we're going to go left.
Piers was playing in his face. Ye had every right to get up and walk away, and salute to Sneak Up. Holla at me. I like some of what you had to say.
You know,
what you're doing.
Piers had just interviewed. I know you probably haven't seen it, but he just did an interview with the big homie CC, and big homie, yeah, right, big homie saying that they're trying to silence him as well. So not only you,
after the way he tried to silence me, they should. After the way he kept guaranteeing me that Jay-Z was suing me. I guess he didn't know they was putting your name in that fake lawsuit either, too, huh? So. I ain't got a lot of sympathy.
Yeah.
Not at all. And apparently, he's easily replaced. Because what is his name? The 607, he holding it down. Nobody missing it.
Yeah, 607 Unc has he has entered the chat.
Yeah. Salute to him.
For real. So
welcome to the Terror Dome, baby.
Right. Welcome to the Terror Dome. Jax.
Whatever. I was done the second that I seen Piers host and Choke No Joke. I was done.
Yeah,
wow.
Piers had he tried to tell her, I forgot the white anchor, but wanted her to say the N-word. Say it while another black man was on the. I'm like, Piers, man, he has a way. I'm like, this guy.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't have a way. He ain't got nothing. He's bluffing on nothing. He ain't nothing but a puppet.
I feel you on that. I really feel you on that. There's some things that I don't like about he kept telling the lady to say the N-word. But he was calling the lady racist, just in case y'all didn't see it. Shame on you for being racist. And she said, well, you can call me whatever you want, but we all racist in some kind of way. She don't hate black, so to speak. She ain't that high on the racist level. KKK, she ain't that high. But the point is, she was saying, well, you should use the N-word. Go ahead. So Piers is trying to stir up stuff. He's trying to stir up stuff for right now. But anyway, let's continue. Let's just continue. Here we go.
I'm on your ass too. Tell your lawyer Oliver I'm probably going to be making a phone call soon. You gonna block me for what? You paid me late. You edited my interview. You lied and said you got a cease and desist when all you got was a phone call. You're a liar. You ain't no different than Vlad, G.
Well.
And I can understand why. Being stuck in the crack of Rupert Murdoch's ass for 25 years must be creating some kind of agitation for you. You ain't nothing but a little boy carrying water, just like the rest of these weirdos who have pledged allegiance to the devil. And your relationship with Candace Owens is looking real weird. Matter of fact, Candace Owens' relationships is just looking weird, period. How is she doing sitting with Jason Lee at Zeus?
Hey.
She wants to sit there and narrow down on the fact that she believes she's always going to stand by Ye because she believes that the reason why he's mentally ill is because of what they did to him. What the doctor, the CIA doctor did. Oh, so you're willing to back up that there's something wrong with him. But you're not willing to call Piers out for trying to label him an anti-Semite? Ain't making no sense.
Come on.
Meanwhile, walking through the streets of Manhattan, and apparently there's a new Messiah.
Oh.
Yeah, his name is Moshiach. Or Moshiach, something like that. The Messiah.
the return. Hold on, wait a minute. Wait.
Yeah, that's what they said. I seen it. What was it?
Well, that is New York.
All up and down. What was it? What was it, like 42nd and 6? No, 42nd and 9. They had them all tagged all around it. A Messiah. The Messiah already came.
Right.
And y'all made sure he left. We don't need no more remixes. Yeshua.
That's crazy.
Not Moshiach. Or whatever you call him. I'm tired. It's just all the lies. All the lies. And who appointed him the mouthpiece for Jewish sensitivity?
Don't talk to us.
It's my job. I'm here to hold him accountable. He reminds. Did you ever see the movie V for Vendetta?
Yes.
Do you remember the character, the TV character that they had?
Yes.
The voice of London?
Yes.
It's that I'm starting to think that they modeled that after Piers.
Come on. Jay, hold on. Real quick. I got to ask you, in regards to the Diddy's trial, there's 8 male jurors, 4 women jurors.
Mm-hmm.
This is probably a win for the defense by saying we have 8 men who, in history, men, they understand that, some people may cry wolf as far as women going against men. And do you feel like these 8 men would be sympathetic?
They are straight. See, that's the question. Yep. Are the men in the jury gay or straight?
Or are they straight?
Because if they're all straight, that ain't no win for them.
Whoa.
Because any straight man would be repulsed by what they hear about what he likes to do.
Huh? What?
Only way that works is if they all queer and deviant. That's the only way that works. For the ungay gay man. Because that's what Diddy is. He's the ungay gay man.
Oh my God, Jaguar. Wait a minute. You're gonna make me choke over here. They crawling on the floor and everything, y'all. I don't know why they crawling on the floor. I told them to act normal. Don't nobody, when the camera come on, don't nobody want to act normal. I know, and I'm following your joke.
For the ungay gay man.
I'm trying to figure this out, man.
Because that's what Diddy is. He's the ungay gay man.
Okay, Diddy is the ungay gay man. Honey, Jaguar Wright said Diddy is the ungay gay man. The ungay gay man. Diddy. Oh my God.
Yeah.
For the ungay gay man. Because that's what Diddy is. He's the ungay gay man.
That's the undercover brother.
No, understandable.
There are no wins for them. There are no wins for them. God said no. It's just that simple. You can run, but you cannot hide from God. And when God is just done, he's just done.
Finished.
I'm telling y'all,
He's
all
finished.
of y'all, God said no. To your concerts, to your merchandise, to your liquor, to your pharmaceuticals. God said no. To your concubines, to your bearded wives, like 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦. God said no. You know what said? A lot of these girls got involved with these queer men, knowing that they were queer men because they wanted the status symbol, and then they survived until their divorce so that they could finally go off and be with the kind of man they really wanted to be. You want to know the problem though with most beard women?
Watch out, Diddy now. Watch out.
After they leave their gay
Watch
husband or their sodomite husband, they don't know how to be with real men. God bless Cassie. Cassie got blessed. She got lucky. Because usually after dealing with those kind of perverts and weirdos, it's hard to be with a real man.
They said that Cassie wasn't with Diddy. She didn't live with Diddy for the whole 10 years.
I know.
Right.
Some girlfriend. He was living with Kim half of that time. But he really didn't live with anyone. So once again, where are these relationships? It sounds like, you know, he rented women until he was done.
Can you explain to the people
Lisa
why Cassie, why would Cassie stay there the whole 10 years? Like, could she escape that all when she didn't live with him? Like,
did you
know what I'm
see?
saying? Like,
Did you see her trying to leave a hotel?
yeah.
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 Right. Sometimes people. My bad. Yeah, I'm trying to turn the volume down when they talk and stuff. But sometimes people can ask some stupid questions. That was a dumb question he just asked. Sometimes people can ask stupid questions just to be asking. Get out the newscast section. Get out acting like a newscast and talk to her. Have a conversation with her. Be real, like Uncle Mike is always real. Don't be fake. I gotta do it. When the camera comes on, there's so many fake mother is in this world. Everybody want to be fake when the camera come on, but not Uncle Mike. And when I'm real and play them instruments for real, then the haters want to come and say he faking. So then I shut him up. Let's continue.
Yeah.
Saying like,
Did you see her?
Watch this, y'all. Watch this.
like, why would Cassie stay there the whole 10 years? Like, could she escape that all when she didn't live with him?
But she have escaped. Huh? You know, this man is blowing up cars. This man he got police officers on his payroll. He got judges on his payroll. He got lawyers on his payroll. He got horse tranquilizer. Who the hell? How do you get horse tranquilizer? How do you get that? I don't know. Diddy knows. Diddy had 4 different drugs in his house that he don't supposed to own. Like a hospital supposed to. Dude, are you crazy? My bad. But see, you just an interviewer. You doing an interview. Yeah, I'm jumping on him. Think she could have left. 10 years of getting beat up. She was stuck for a little while. She felt as though she was stuck. What she gonna do? Go home and go get a job? She didn't want that type of life. She wanted to be a star. But at the same time, she twisted. They done brainwashed her to think that if I was to stay, I could be a star. I just gotta take all this mess, all this crap. God dang, man, this is ugly. This is an ugly world we live in. Uncle Mike here to straighten that shit up. Excuse me. Piss me off, man.
Like, why would Cassie stay there the whole 10 years? Like, could she escape that all when she didn't live with him? She couldn't
get out. That's why she stayed.
Did you see her trying to leave a hotel?
Yeah. That went bad.
Did you see her trying to leave the hotel?
He said, yeah, that went bad. Yeah,
she didn't have no shoes on.
Yeah, that went bad. That went very bad. That's what he said.
That's how bad she was trying to get out of there. She ran out without shoes on.
Come on.
And then they want to say, oh, well, it was sped up. And it made it look a lot worse than what it is. So,
trying to tell y'all, that's that bullshit right there. Trying to tell y'all.
So he jogged, butt naked in a towel, out into the hallway, and kicked her slow. and he, you know, when he hummed the bass at her, when he got her back in the room, that happened slow too, huh?
A bullshit?
Interesting.
A bullshit? A bullshit.
This is ridiculous, is it not?
Sped up. If the video was sped up or slowed down, what difference does it make? That's the bullshit right there. What difference does it make if it was sped up or slowed down in the court of law? Or they edited the video, so Your Honor, this shouldn't be held in court. That's when you play my man right here. That's when you play him.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit. A bullshit.
It's bull. That's bull. That is straight up bull. Okay, because it was sped up, then we shouldn't use it in court. Bullshit. Because Puffy seen that video and he actually did an apology. He did an apology to it. That should let you know that he didn't even care if it was sped up or slowed down. He ain't give a shit. He knew it was him. Clearly tell, you can see his tattoos and everything, sped up or slowed down.
Oh. And he, you know, when he hummed the bass at her, when he got her back in the room,
play with me.
That happened slow too, huh? And it's still connected. Interesting. This is ridiculous, is it not?
It is, and are you even surprised that Cassie is testifying in that much detail that she's doing?
No. And the thing is she's probably not giving a lot of detail. How many times have I told y'all with all the things that I've said, I ain't even said nothing yet? I got a feeling Cassie's living in that world right now. there are going to be things she's never going to say. There are things I'm sure she don't ever want to remember again. But when other men show interest in you and you show interest in them, and they are threatened, bullied, assaulted, terrorized away from you, then what?
Thanks. So
what do you do? No, seriously. You're involved with a man who was running around carte blanche, law enforcement, impervious to, and every time you try to move on, the man, see, I know what this is like. I know what it's like.
So Jag,
I'll never forget the first time I had met someone that I really liked. After I had walked away from my Illuminati approved marriage. I really liked him. And the second that people found out it was serious, the conversation that I had to have with him, and he told me about the envelope that was dropped off to him. Unfavorable things. Things that I didn't remember because all of that footage was taken while I had been pharmaceuticaled out against my will.
Jack, can I ask, if this could go two ways. Diddy walks out of that courtroom found not guilty. What does that look like for hip hop? What does that look like
That's not gonna happen. That's not going.
That's where I'm at. That's where Uncle Mike at. That is not gonna happen. The FBI done raided their house. Strike one. Strike two is this. No bail. 3 times or more. I done lost count. 3 times. No bail. Them judges have seen something on the tape. If you was a judge, if you was God, if you was in control, and somebody showed you a tape of what this mother done did, yeah, you would keep them in jail and say, oh, let's go ahead and let's just go through the procedures. That's all they doing is going, let's call all the witnesses and go through the procedures. I gotta make sure I do my job correctly. This is the judge talking. I gotta make sure I do my job correctly because the motherfucker going to jail, period. That's all we know. That's all we know. That's all that's gonna happen. He going to jail, period. I counted 5. They got 5 strikes to go. Strike 1, strike 2, strike 3, strike 4, strike 5. You in jail. They gotta make one of them stick. Gene and everybody else saying it's 32. They got 32 strikes. I'm just going by what Uncle Mike is thinking. Right now, I can't see 32, but I can see 5 of them. Maybe when I get up there in New York, when I get to New York in 2 weeks, I'll see the rest of them.
God said no. That's not gonna happen.
So then,
see, these are the scenarios that I see. Yeah. He gets convicted, people get scared, and then the next thing you know, he ends up like Epstein. Or he gets convicted after the superseding indictments come in and the rest of the co-defendants that'll be attached to the RICO, and then we're gonna see. But I got a feeling we got a lot of people that's just gonna be, like there's no turning back. They've been trying to stop this from happening to him since Natanya Rubin got pow-powed in the face. Like, they've been trying to stop this that's happening now from happening for over 25 years. It's happening.
Facts.
Which means
Facts.
it could no longer be ignored. Like, that's the thing. People have to get over all of the, I think he's gonna, no. Nobody in the government wanted this to happen. Which means if it's happening, it's because the government had no choice. It's a federal case. 95% conviction rate. They don't show up in court unless they know they pretty much got the whole thing sold up. They would literally have to be able to prove that Diddy wasn't Diddy and it was a lookalike for him to be able to get off. Like, people really need to get over the fairy tales about, the Joker, still being alive at the end of the movie.
Right.
Yeah.
We gotta stop fostering the insanity and get to reality. It's the United States versus Sean Combs. And he is black. And his money is dwindling.
Do you feel it's a bigger play at the end of all this?
Of course it's a bigger play. This is just the beginning. And I can say that as a defender of freedom. Honored by America's future. By General Michael Flynn, who's a bona fide American hero. Yeah. This is just the beginning. And I'm gonna be right there. I'm the ghost of hip hop past. I have forgotten nothing. And I'm gonna make sure nobody else forgets anything else. Like, this is war. I know what they want. They want to put a gag order on me like Wendy Williams, or shove me off. That's what they want. See, the last person that anybody wants out here at this time is me. You should be scared, but not of me.
Did anyone see
You
that?
should be scared of how you pissed off God.
Now, the judge involved in this case, he's only been a judge in this district for the past 2 years.
Thank God.
Yeah, do you feel they needed like a more experienced judge to kind of come in and hone this thing in? Or
why would they need a more experienced judge that has probably been involved in some kind of corrupt something or other, or no, they needed someone fresh. We need everything fresh. We need everything as close to incorruptible as possible. Any other judge? Probably not. They got the right judge.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I didn't even think about that. Yeah. New York is already a corruptible place, so
Diddy has been operating a corrupt enterprise in New York for over 30 years now. You don't think with all of the many cases that have been tossed away, that some of those judges that he's already done? Yeah, no. They got the right judge.
Definitely. And how was it, and how is it being amongst people who have watched you on YouTube, know your story, to be amongst those people as you have those boots on the ground, you're out there in New York? How's it to actually go out and touch the fans that have been beyond your music career, have followed you on this journey, and be able to see you in person and just witness you? Because yes, you are right, they do try to silence the people who are speaking truth, and they have not been able to do anything about your voice as far as being out here and speaking your truth. To go out there with people that are being able to see you and touch you and say, oh, that's Jaguar. Again, I'm glad you have security. I'm glad you're honing that in. But how is it to be amongst the people?
Humbling.
Facts, I'm down with that.
I was talking to one of my producers the other day, and You know, me and the team were out in the street, walking about. And when they come up to me, it's, you know, when I was younger, I've been famous my whole adult life. For one thing or another. But see, when I was younger, it was about the music, you know, who you with, who you showed up with. But this is different because it's not for any of those things. It's for what I say, for what I believe in, for what I share from my heart. I'm the people's celebrity. I'm the people's champ. Legitimately. That means so much more to me than fame and fashion.
Amen. I can see it.
The hugs I get.
Amen. Amen.
When they start crying and I start crying, they say, please don't stop. Keep going. We're here.
Keep going. God dang, keep going. Yes.
It just makes me not want to let them down.
Yes. Preach.
Because I know they want the same thing that I want. Right. A cruelty-free future. And for those who are in the arts, I know they want a cruelty-free artistry future. It's humbling, but it's so much better than what it was before. You know, even with my music, because of the infectious nature of sound and frequencies, oftentimes, even if you give it all up to God and say it's all for God, people worship the gift that God put inside of you. But this is different because everything that I'm saying is from God. And I give God all of the honor and all of the praise. I do not allow anyone to worship what I'm doing unless they're worshiping God. People show up in my lives saying, Jag, because of you, I started praying again. Jag, you make it hard to resist following God.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, it's different.
Come on. Definitely. Well, with that being said, Jag, you currently are, you know, definitely in New York. Can you speak on as far as what you might be working on, anything additional outside of course, you know, you're there. But what are you? Come on.
We're going big world. We're gonna take it off YouTube. We're going big world. We're not gonna leave. You know, our platforms here. The Jaguar Wright Show, the Jaguar Wright Effect, affiliated channels like Set in the West, Kicking It with Auntie Leah. We're building up our own little Real News press corps. Archangel Michael, 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗞𝗦, of course, Ayasha the 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗞𝗦. Like we're building our little team because we need to have an arc for the truth on YouTube.
Yes.
And that's what we've become. And that's going to be there. But to have the Jaguar Wright Show in people's homes, giving them the real, letting them know what's going on 5 days a week, you know, that's where we are.
Yes. Can you speak on what is expected from the Jaguar Wright Show? What kind of content is it? What you're going to be doing? Are you still in the working phases of getting that done, or are you kind of already filming, already going?
We're filming. I wish I could say more. I'm glad that I got to have my production meeting, so I was giving my talking points of what I can say and can't say, but no, we're filming. I'm going to be talking to the heart of what's going on. Like, these are serious human issues that are being addressed in this trial. And in the weeks to come, it's going to get a lot worse. It's going to get a lot nastier. I mean, the truth is most people that I speak to about this, they're turned off because of how horrific what they're hearing sounds. They don't even want to hear it. So I really want to focus on the human aspect, interviewing real survivors, giving them a chance to speak without being overly edited, letting them get to the heart of their stories, showing people the before and the after, what happened. Like, we're going to take all of this content and we're going to go deeper. It's not going to be shallow at all in any way, shape, or form. Of course, we're going to have fun. And of course, everything about me is going to be included, not just interviews, but live Q&A with the audience, where the audience gets to come in and speak to me directly. And I get to go back and forth with them like I go back and forth with you guys. Live performances, dedicating special songs to certain survivors who we have. It's going to be a very, very, very tailor-made Jaguar Wright experience.
Definitely.
I don't want to liken it to anyone's show, but what I will hope for is that we have the same impact that Wendy had, because right now, with Wendy Williams not here, and she should be here, Wendy should be vocal right now. She should be so vocal right now.
Right.
No, because people keep forgetting she knows all of this. Some of it she knows even better than me. Some of it she hipped me to. Like, Wendy was the chick before me that warned the chicks about where all of the little mines were in the minefield and where to step and how to step. And I continued that on. But Bad Boy, the promotion that Bad Boy got to start as Uptown was fading away quickly and rapidly, and MCA was forced to completely restructure. If it wasn't for Wendy Williams, I don't even know if Bad Boy would have popped. Right. Wendy promoted all of that. Wendy put all of that up. And he screwed her over every chance she got because she just wanted them to be honest. Like, if y'all gonna be doing all this gay stuff, why can't you just be gay? Why you gotta pretend?
Be accountable.
Just be yourself. Wendy was right about that. But see, they wanted Wendy to shut up about it because how are they going to be able to blackmail anybody if everybody was telling the truth? Look at Frank Ocean. The second he came out the closet, his career went in the closet. Sid from the internet. Now she only good enough to write Beyonce songs, not have her own projects. Why is it when they come out and claim who they are? Maxwell, in his golden era of peace, he finally out the closet. Everybody act like they don't, Why is that? Why is it only the closeted homosexual or sodomite get celebrated, and the ones who are out want to know why? Because they can't blackmail them anymore. That's what this is all about.
Facts. That's facts.
Okay.
Keeping people chained up with secrets and lies. I tell you one thing. If you were in the closet gay artist, looking at what happened to Frank Ocean's career might make you change your mind. Look at Lil Nas X. He fizzled out fast too.
So would you say someone like Justin Bieber's a victim? I just seen he is reportedly selling his whole catalog because he's broke.
Yeah. Yeah. And once he finishes getting that money, I don't understand why he's broke. He didn't have to be broke. Usher just wouldn't stop robbing him.
Damn.
I mean, Usher couldn't keep his hands out of his pocket. It's funny. He got him signed and turned over custody to Diddy. Boy was never the same. And neither was Usher's pockets, because Usher's been living off of Justin Bieber's money. He ain't been living off of his own. Because the truth is, Usher don't really make that kind of money. And I'm really just kind of sick and tired of Usher Raymond.
Yeah,
I'm really kind of disgusted with Usher Raymond, who does Greek wrestling nude with men over Frosted Flakes, allegedly. Like, I'm sick and tired of this guy who everyone knows got the Diddy bumps, who's been sued for passing them on and lost. Is still sitting there disgracing women in front of their men who bought the tickets to like that whole scheme.
He's causing a lot of divorce courts.
But why? He don't even want them. He don't want them women. He's literally doing it just to destroy relationships.
How long do you think the trial is gonna last?
They're saying 2 months. Ooh. They're saying 2 months. I don't think that's gonna be so. I got a feeling this thing's gonna drag out a little bit longer than that. I also have a feeling that there are gonna be some people coming forward during this trial that might change the timeline as well. I'm sick and tired of all these women lusting after all of these sodomites. I'm sick and tired. See, and really, I need somebody to start talking about these women. Do we not see Mary J. Blige? Have you seen the clips from her shows?
Yeah, it's
not being able to sing.
Making the audience sing.
Audience doing damn near the whole show while she's sitting there dressed up in all them colorful onesies, them god-awful boots, dancing. She's looking more like a trans woman than a real woman every day. Why is nobody paying attention to the fact that her nor Beyonce seem to be very all that interested in their shows right now? Beyonce can't wait to get off stage, they say. I guess that's why they asking for refund. That they didn't come there to see the March of Dimes. And I mean that. They didn't come there to watch you parade children around because you don't want to be there. Stabling up your daughter, your alleged daughter. Trying to sit there and go tit for tat with Kanye. Meanwhile, everybody can see that he ain't lie about them twins. Got people online making fun of your family because you want to retire and you can't, because you got to keep earning money for legal fees because your loans keep getting denied. Didn't I say that a little while ago? They need to do the remix. The banks are saying no, 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 when they used to say yes, yes, yeah, and the banks is saying no. Or, maybe we should do another remix. The Mary J. Blige, the Your Child. We can dedicate that to him and Ramir. And girlfriend, She wasn't disrespectful. In fact, she's 100% sure. And how can I argue with her? Holding a baby with eyes and a mouth and a nose just like yours. She said it's your child. And it really messed me up. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
How can you deny your own flesh and blood? I should be in the audience so that they can actually hear it sung, since she can't do it no more. Tired of all you old hoes. I really am. You were whack then, you're even whacker now. And I can't wait till somebody starts speaking up on y'all and all the things you've done, because I'm still not understanding how nobody is bringing up Mary J. Blige's name when she was right there procuring and babysitting whatever catch Diddy had for the week, making sure people stayed in line, giving them the Janice Combs treatment. How many pictures have we seen with Diddy, Mary, Young Miami, Diddy, Mary, Cassie, and she always gotta have somebody clutched by the arm.
Oh.
Calling up Diddy. Ooh, Kathy and Kim talking. Allegedly, they couldn't even have lunch at Barton's without your nosy ass sitting there. I'm tired of you, Mary J. Minaj. And I promise you, in the name of Yeshua, Gitmo or back to Yonkers Projects, but you're going. I'm finna get started on you, ho.
Ooh. Ooh.
It's time.
What's up?
Time. Sick and tired of them. Betrayers of women. Long as it ain't you, huh? Long as it's somebody else. Which kind of loops back into what Cassie was saying. If it wasn't gonna be her, it was gonna be somebody else. And Faith, please stop doing interviews. For the love of God, please stop. Stop.
All right.
If you are not gonna tell the truth, Valletta Wallace is no longer here to judge you. If you are not going to start telling the truth, please shut up. Or at least tell us where we can go find Stevie J. Because ain't he on the milk carton? He was running off with Justin just a couple weeks ago. Ain't nobody seen Stevie? Where's Stevie?
Come on.
Stevie, you exposed. You exposed, Stevie. Where you at? You were very vocal a couple months ago. There's a lot of people that's not saying nothing. But for Jonathan Adi to be being held in jail and they keep playing with his case so he can't be available to testify for what he said, that Rick Ross, Rose, and Khaled and Diddy was in a threesome of a lovers thing. That I told y'all about that neck that Khaled got. I told y'all. As fast as he is, that neck moves fast. And apparently, Jonathan Adi said so too.
Man.
It's funny how they keep playing with all of these cases, doing all of this stuff. I'm just tired. Really. I'm tired of the lies. I'm tired of the foolishness. But no matter how tired of it I am, I will always have enough energy to get up and blast every last one of y'all fools every chance I get. God said no. And he meant it. Oh, it's getting bright.
That's real. Yeah, no. I was going to say, Jack, what we would love to do, again, as this case goes on.
And it's about to, it's that last bit of sun before it gets dark here.
It's power hour. It's power hour. As this case goes on, again, we can't wait to watch what the Jaguar Wright show does, what the Jaguar Wright effect is, what you're actually broadcasting and telling. Again, we want the people to stay tuned to what you're doing. And again, if we need to have more conversations on our end, we definitely are going to tap back in and just kind of see what's going on, because it does seem like every day something new is going to come forward. And I want to make sure people go to your channel to get your take on the daily commentary that happens.
Well, I won't be doing daily commentary. I will be doing updates, because the truth is, I don't want to fuck it up for the prosecution.
Okay, there you go.
I really don't. I talked to the lead prosecutor, and I want her to win. And there are already too many people meddling in this case that are doing this and doing that. Like, shout out to 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦, who's doing real journalism, doing real reporting. But for every one of her, there's 20 of them that are in there remixing it, lying it, and giving their own spin. I don't need to be one of them. What I will be doing is doing relevant updates weekly, and maybe more. What I would suggest is, if you really want to see what's going on, our boots on the ground is the Jaguar Wright Effect. It's our community channel. And please tap into all of the other, channels in the J algorithm, baby, because it's real.
Yes, it is.
And I'm my own sector. It's so funny. They keep creating sectors to destroy me, and instead I built one to acknowledge and honor God. The J Tree algorithm. That's who we are. That's what it is. But yeah, just stay tapped in. And if all else fails, I keep everything that we're doing on thejaguarwright.com. Anywhere we are, you can find it. I mean, tonight, I'm going to be on Twitter Space with Liz Crokin.
There you go. There you
and
go.
We're going to talk about a lot.
Shout out Liz. Well, with that being said, Jag, we have to say it again. The truth is real. The truth is out there. And right now, people are seeing... they're seeing it unhinged. And of course, some people are ready for it. Again, you prepped a lot of people for a lot of things that are coming. When they go back and watch everything that you spoke on, you kind of prep the world for all of this. So you are one of the...
If they want to get up to speed, all they got to do is watch every video that I've done here on Real Life Productions.
There you go. There you go.
That's your prep.
There you go. There will be no surprises there.
On your prayer prophylactic as you listen, because we about to get into some deep shit, and trust me, you don't want to get none on you.
Come on. With that being said, Jag, once again, we appreciate you. Thank you for again getting out there. Thank you for your words of wisdom. And once again, you're back to it, back on the blue couch, back in the arena. Welcome to the Thunderdome.
Yes,
Jaguar Wright.
Definitely. The Terrordome.
The Terrordome. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Jaguar Wright. We gotta say it, man. You are a real life street star. We salute you, man. Thank you.
Real life. One thing I gotta say, Jaguar speaks her mind. I love that about her. She was at the Diddy thing at the trial. She said she didn't go in. Dang, man, I know Diddy gotta know who she is and all that type of stuff. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. I think this is part 2. I'm in the hotel. I feel a little bit out of my comfort zone. About to get on this flight and go back home. And I'm gonna rest up for 2 or 3 days. Then I'm going to the trial. So Uncle Mike gotta see for his daggone self. I cannot believe this dude. I can't believe all this. She said Diddy is gay but not gay. It's like one of them. That's what you call being in the closets, hiding it. And it's a lot of dudes out here that hide it, man. So hey, I'm gonna get on up out of here, man. Y'all take it slow. Y'all tell him Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.